It's a really compelling matchup that has a throwback feel to the era when running backs dominated. One of the best matchups all season long between two elite runners colliding here today. Welcome to Baton Rouge, Louisiana, and LSU Death Valley, home of the Bayou Bengals. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on a playoff team from last year, the LSU Tigers. EA Sports College Football Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Hermstreet. Kirk, let's get right to the action. And here we go, folks. The kickoff team is out there to get this season underway. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. He's brought down at the 12. That's poor field position to start the drive. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Pressure is coming. He's going to pull it down and run. The junior quarterback shows his toughness, keeps this drive moving.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
Nowhere to run on that play. It got him in the backfield. It's a loss of a yard.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. Looking deep down the left side. The outfield shot is incomplete. Brings up third down. This one's a compelling matchup. Early season, two top 10 teams. Kirk, we know that at this point, the rankings can be a little bit suspect, but a chance for both teams to step up and show they belong.
I just love these kind of matchups when you get a top 10 matchup early in the year. Really find out if these rankings are worthy of where these teams are considered at this point in the year. Find out if these teams have what it takes to be one of the top teams in college football when this game is over. That's exactly what you want to see here from this offense. A big third down conversion. Offensive line did their job, giving the quarterback enough time. Great read, good execution, throws the ball accurately. Now you got some momentum going here on this opening drive.
And just a short gain this time. They're able to get him down.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Running out of time in the pocket. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up.
Well, this one's on the offensive line, Chris. They've got to do a better job of protecting the franchise quarterback. This This guy's as good as there is in the country, and they're letting this pressure get to their quarterback. You either get the ball out faster, or the offensive line's got to do a better job of taking care of their guy.
The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the third down pressure works.
Gosh, Chris, I just love this atmosphere. A home field advantage on full display. The defense flying around with energy. Nice job there on that third down of using the energy from the crowd to make...
He's got it. That is enough for a first down. Tackle, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs. The Rebels starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
This is exactly how you can slow down the momentum and a rhythm of an offense. You've got to get some tackles for a loss and some sacks. This time, they come up with a sack by getting after that quarterback.
Sack sets up a second down and very long. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Grab behind the line. It's Henderson. Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to first down yardage yet.
Boy, one of the things I love about this running back, it's not just this defense trying to defend him running the football. As you can see here early in this game, trying to get him involved in the passing game. Great call.
Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Obviously, the defense will decline that penalty on the offense and take the result of that play. They're going to go for it, try to keep the drive going. 4th down and 7. On the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. He escapes the pocket. Nowhere to go here, and the ball is not loose. Offense able to grab the football, but it doesn't matter. Short of the marker, turnover on downs.
Well, just like running backs, quarterbacks have got to do a better job of having awareness and taking care of the football. Felt like he got the ball away from his body there a little bit, allowing it to be knocked free. He caught a break because one of his own teammates was able to see that and get on top of the ball.
Got the first down and still motoring. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. And Kirk, how important is that to get off to a positive start to draw first blood in a rivalry game like this?
Well, Chris, as you know, in a rivalry game, there's so much emotion. So to be able to put a touchdown on the board first just sets the tone for a big day.
And the extra point was up and good. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Returner looking to make a play here. Coverage team flying downfield, not much gained on that return. And the Rebels offense back out on the field. Nice position. They went for it on 4th down, but got stoned. Let's see what they can do this time. Opening play of the drive, quick throw to the left. And he will make the first down. Tackled at the 26.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Throw to the sideline, steps out after a short gain. Well, Kirk, you played in rivalry games, so no shortage of inspiration, but how do you manage the emotion?
Well, I think you need great leadership from the team. Sometimes teams don't handle the emotions of it, and the game can get sideways on you. The teams that play the best in rivalry games are the teams that have the best leaders that keep them focused on the task at hand.
On the move now. It's a deep shot to the right. This one is broken up. It's incomplete.
Chris, I love this throw downfield. He takes a shot. I thought he had a big completion, but instead the defender makes one heck of a play to be able to knock that ball away for the incompletion.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 28. Gotta have your pass protection in order on this play. Looking to throw yet again. He's got a man down the middle. They bring him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid gain. And the Rebels look to keep this drive moving. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Looking for his big tight end. Makes the grab with plenty of room to run. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
See what the call is on 1st and 10. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just at 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. That one's picked off. What a play. He can go. Now the 40. Past the 20. Inside the touchdown. LSU. Pick 6 could be a game changer.
Chris, what a turn of events here. 1 second, you're in field goal range as an offense. The next, the defense is running back an interception for a score. You're looking at a 10-point swing and a momentum changer.
He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. Excellent work by the coverage team. He's brought down after just a short return. And the Ole Miss offense is back out on the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick 6 last time out here. Quick throw to his receiver. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. They bring him down, but that is a huge play for this passing game. Big gain. First down now at the 47. One big play has gotten this offense suddenly near midfield. First down, looking to throw the football. Grab down the middle. It's Hoffman.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. There's the snap. They'll set up the throw. A deep shot to the left side. It's dropped. Would have been a big play, but he could not hold on.
Big shot here early in the game by the offense, but man, you got to give the defense a lot of credit. Not surprised at all, caught off guard, but it's aggressive chance by this offense in good position to take that throw away.
Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
What a heads-up play here by this quarterback. Everybody's covered downfield. He keeps his poise. No big deal. Just calls his own number and gets the first down. And most importantly, he slides at the end of the play. Lots of time left in this one, so he's got to protect himself.
He cannot escape. It's a sack.
Chris, what a shot, right? Come to an LSU game and you see a defensive lineman overwhelm an offensive lineman and come up with a big sack. When was the last time you didn't see LSU have defensive linemen who can make life difficult for quarterbacks and offensive linemen? Because I can't. They always have big boys who are athletic to make life difficult in that backfield.
After the sack on first down, it's 2nd down. Cross play to the running back going left. He goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Boy, how about the defensive speed there in team pursuit? They recognize the toss sweep from the middle of the field and show their team speed to be able to eliminate this play.
So bad plays on first and 2nd down puts them in a tough spot here. 3rd and very long. Tries to avoid the rush and just gets rid of it.
I mean, this defense is having their way with this offensive line. That poor quarterback doesn't have a chance. Every time he drops back to throw, he's getting earholed. You better make some adjustments up front to give your poor quarterback a chance.
4th down and very long, but the offense still on the field. They're going to go. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. But it's incomplete. The defense makes a huge 4th down stop.
This is the chance you take here as an offensive coordinator and a play caller. You go for it here, you draw it up perfectly, you think this is the right play, and then the execution is not there. So the defense catches a break.
Oh, the pass rush gets home.
There's a nice sack by this defense, something that they've been looking for. They've been on their heels most of this football game. That time they were able to get after the quarterback and bring him down. Let's see if that can provide a bit of a spark, see if they can get a little bit of momentum going their way.
The sure hands. It's Hayes. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
You know, they're completing passes, but they're not getting the ball downfield. It puts a lot of pressure on your receivers to make plays after the catch. Now you're third down and long. You're going to have to get the ball thrown downfield if you want to be able to put drives together.
He's not going to get the first down. It's fourth down now. It's LSU on top as we take a break for the quarter. They jumped out to an early lead in that opening period. Let's take a quick look at the stats so far. Crucial stage of the game as we begin the second quarter. Is this one going to get out of hand? They're going for it, but the offense needs 13 yards on this fourth down. Looking to throw here. Fires it to the wideout. And it's incomplete on fourth down. The offense will now take over in plus territory.
Well, Chris, there's crazy, then there's what we just saw. I'm not sure what this head coach is thinking. Late in the game, trailing by a bunch, I get it. But you've got time, way too early in this game to go for it on fourth and a mile.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Linebackers moving around trying to confuse the offense. And now the running backs got it again. Past the 30. We make the stop, but a big play moves the ball to the red zone.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive line up. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense. In your...
Oh, the pass is picked off. Could take it all the way. Across midfield. He's past the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, LSU. A huge defensive score.
Boy, what a tough blow for this offense. Already in field goal range, and the quarterback puts one in the defense's arms, and he takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Huge momentum swing here in the first half.
Went after, up and good. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He's going to try for a return from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Breaks into open space. Gets some blocks. Can they catch him? Touchdown, Rebels. Who just sprints into the end zone. We knew this returner was a dangerous guy. That was an electrifying play all the way to the house.
Chris, it was great blocking, but the guy just looked so natural back there. As far as once he got his hands on the ball, it was like he was setting up his blocks, knowing exactly where he wanted to go. And then once he hit it right around midfield, nobody was catching him.
He'll take off from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And the Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. The last possession, they came up empty. Went for it on fourth down in their end and got stopped. Gonna run it. It's Lindsey. On purpose. It's a short game, but look at that defense swarm to the football.
Well, this guy's got some wiggle, and you can see there he's got some power. He's able to break through one arm tackle, but the secondary comes up to finish him off.
They'll run it from the gun. And they'll tackle him about the 23-yard line.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Receiver makes the grab. Takes a good shot there from the defense, but moves the sticks. First down. A new set of downs after that completion. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Pass is caught.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Offense moving to a bunch formation. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Looks to his left and makes the completion. Looks like LSU has the first down.
Yeah, you know this defense has got to be frustrated after giving up multiple conversions now on first downs. There's another one. But for the offense, man, they're just playing very efficiently right now.
Looking to scramble. On the run, he'll let it go. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Chris, that's every quarterback's worst nightmare, a wide-open receiver streaking for a touchdown. You can throw a hook shot out there, let him get underneath it, and let him run to the end zone. What a missed opportunity.
Tackle made after a big gain.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against a pass game. When teams can run the ball, pick up yards like this, really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Caught in the backfield. It's Lindsey. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker.
The defense is so caught up in this guy running the football on this drive, they forgot to defend him coming out of the backfield. Nice positive play here.
That completion makes it 2nd and medium. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Looks to the left, pass caught. Fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Simple throw, all the yards after the catch. Explosive play by the receiver to score.
Just a dynamic, athletic playmaker. As simple as you said, Chris, just throw him the football, he makes the catch, and then all the fireworks are after the catch. And this defense just unable to corral him.
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And the Rebels offense is back out on the field. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. It's a sack. They've got it back at the 4-yard line.
I mean, that's another sack, Chris. I mean, we're just getting started here. First half, and you're already talking about giving up 3 sacks. Got to think about changing things up schematically, help that offensive line, and help that poor quarterback before he gets killed.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. The junior quarterback fortunate to avoid the turnover there.
This is a great job by the defense, putting 2 defenders on the most talented receiver on their team. Make this quarterback have to find another option to move the ball down the field.
Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
I mean, Chris, you have to admire this offense. They continue to try to sprinkle in the run game, even though it's not been able to really get established. But they're not just becoming one-dimensional. You got to respect that, and hopefully at some point it'll pay off.
He gets it away. Directional kick with nice distance. And no chance for a return as the one sails out of bounds. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. Passing game was clicking beautifully in the last drive, right down for a touchdown. Let's see if they can do it again. Short throw complete to the tight end.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Defense getting set. Second down play here. Looking for a receiver. The pocket breaking down. Swarm with a pass rush. A sack.
Well, that's the kind of play right there that this defense has been looking for. Maybe that'll spark them because, let's face it, this game has not gone the way they had hoped. But a play like that sometimes can create some momentum and change the complexion of the football game.
Pass incomplete under heavy pressure. Just got it away.
I mean, you don't see this very often. They just pressured the quarterback, and did you see how many guys that were rushing him? 3. You have 8 guys in coverage, and you can get that kind of pressure on a quarterback with 3 rushing.
They finally get him down, but that's a solid return. Good work by the return man. So they begin the the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. First down, looking to throw the ball. Caught! He's wide open. Look out. Here he goes. Brought down at the 18, and suddenly this offense is in the red zone. After one enormous play, the offense is set up with a 1st and 10 inside the red zone. Here comes a throw from the red zone. Caught behind the line. It's Henderson. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. It's the 2-minute timeout. This offense running out of time to cut into this lead before the break. Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Defense is coming after him. And they score, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Let's find out if this one's going to count. So the touchdown they desperately needed to cut into this big deficit, wiped off the board. Ouch. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Could not get there on the scramble, short of the marker, and now a 4th down decision coming up.
Love to see quarterbacks try to keep the play alive. He gave it everything he had here. He came up short of the 1st down. Boy, gave him a chance.
Looking for 6. Downfield and incomplete. A 4th down stop.
Chris, what a great job here by this defense on this 4th down play. They knew exactly where to come up with that stop to get the turnover on downs, and they did it.
Takes the handoff. It's Lindsey. Tackle made out of the 24-yard line. Nice play.
Boy, another nice gain by this back. He has had a beautiful day today running the football, just kind of in that zone, and a big reason why they have a nice lead today.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Looking for his big tight end. Wide open downfield. And he breaks loose down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop it. Touchdown, LSU.
Well, this tight end is an absolute weapon with the ball in his hands. They get him the ball, and the whole crowd seemed to know it was about to happen. He took off and took it to the end zone.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And the return starts just inside the end zone. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Moves out of the pocket. Caught by the receiver. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
Here's the 2nd down play. Quarterback drops back. Looking for his back. Comes up with the catch. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there. And the Rebels will come to the line to crank up the tempo. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Makes the catch downfield. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. The Rebels will have 1st and 10 here.
Jackrabbit.
Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. He's running out of time here. That's incomplete. Even on a 1st down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
Chris, this offensive coordinator is going to have to adjust. We've seen hits and sacks and pressure on this quarterback all game long. They've got to find a solution to create more time for the quarterback to be able to throw the football, or maybe completely overhaul and change what they're doing on offense.
Ball carrier brought down, but a flag's on the field. Let's check out this call. Oh, it would have been a big momentum shift with that play, but the penalty negates it. Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. On the run, he'll let it go. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
Incompletion brings up third down.
Here we go.
Out of the gun now on third down. He escapes the pocket. Looking for a receiver deep middle. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
What a hit there on third down. The timing was perfect, and now we got a big fourth down play.
And the offense is out there. They're going to try for it again on fourth down. They're just 1 for 4. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. He's brought down. A sack will end this drive. Huge play here by the defense. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Looking to throw it on first down. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. Receiver makes the grab inside the 15. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. So on first down, the field goal unit will come out there trying to get 3 points before the half. He got it. The field goal's good. And they add to their lead.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
Gets off a squib kick. It'll be fielded by one of the up men. And they get him down in what will be the final play of this first half. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. Now they safely make the recovery. The ball is loose. The ball bounces out of bounds, so the offense will hold on to possession. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. And this offense trying to build in a very impressive first-half performance, trying to stretch the lead right away here in the third. Going absolutely nowhere. That'll be a loss on the play. Running play goes backwards, makes it 2nd down and 12 now. And now the running back's got it again. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
You know, in that era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. Here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Heads out of bounds after a solid game.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a third down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it.
And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. Tackle made after a short return, but the pick ends that threat.
Boy, this defense did exactly what they needed to do. Come up with a turnover here in the second half to get themselves back in the game. They get the interception. Now, can their offense come up with a way to cut into this lead?
And the powerful Ole Miss offense is back out on the field. Last time out there, they got stopped on fourth down, but it didn't cost them anything. Let's see what the mindset is here.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
And they'll stop him after a short game. Wideouts now clustered. Here comes the reverse. And he stopped very close to the marker. Looks like it's going to be 4th down and inches.
Hey, I'm a fan of any time you can get the ball into his hands. I think it's a win. Didn't go for a huge amount of yards, but it's the threat of what it potentially can do, and it gives him another opportunity to get his hands on the football.
And he's throwing for it on 4th down. Complete with the running back, but can he get there? And the Rebels moving quickly down the field here. Here's a 1st and 10 play.
That's a pretty good job here by the defense, really, on this 4th down. They took away all his intended receivers. He just checks that down as a last-ditch effort. Give credit to the back for picking up that 1st down.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Makes the catch downfield. They tackle him at the 48, but it's enough for a new 1st down.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or 2 guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody. And
they chase him down outside the pocket for a sack.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
Using his legs, Sanderson. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. The offense facing a tough conversion here. 3rd and long from the 42. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Tries the right with a quick throw. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down.
And I was hoping he'd be able to hold on to that football. That would have been a big play there on 3rd down. Now a big decision coming up here on 4th.
The offense trailing here in the 2nd half. This is a crucial 4th down try. He's looking to throw. The pass rush closing in.